Hello, I'm Red Sharon. Welcome to Country Canada. I don't have to tell you there's a fairly significant debate going on right across this country about the possibility of legalizing marijuana. Many people feel it's actually our most lucrative cash crop. Well, we're about to show you something you've probably never seen before. The business of growing pot from the inside, as shown to us by a man who's made a career out of it.
It's tension from the moment I start the seeds in the beginning of May, right till, I guess, the end of October. I started growing when I was in my teens. I guess I was at authority, I always have.
Guy on the right-hand side.
The whole time you're doing this, it can cave in at any moment. You get police kicking in your door. I'm not a thief, I don't steal, I don't drink, but this is one rule I won't follow.
His name is Doug Mackay. He's an expert in the field of organic marijuana cultivation, and he's tired of hiding. So in an unprecedented move, he's going public, giving Country Canada exclusive access as he grows, from seed to bud, so to speak.
It's illegal. And what I'm admitting to, I could go to jail for, but I'm at the point in my life where I don't care. Why I'm doing this is just to sort of show the human side of growing. No matter what the government says, people will be doing it.
Here, deep in the woods, in the postal code POT2KO, his growing season begins.
In the boxing world, KO means to knock out, so it's pot to knock out. So with a postal code like this, what else are you going to do but grow pot? There's 2 to 3 million people, I understand now, that smoke on a regular basis in Canada. And there's doctors, lawyers, professionals, and it seems like a lot of, general public thinking is that it should be decriminalized to some extent.
It starts with a shovel and some soil and some Glad garbage bags. Mackay likes to use the tough ones. You'll soon find out why.
I put it in these green garbage bags, and this is actually my planters, which I'll be growing the plants in. Off to work I go.
There are no booby traps, no killer dogs, just an inventive hiding place.
I try to use my own intelligence, which is finding a place and relying on people's laziness and the help of bugs and heat and everything else. I always make sure I grow on crown land, and unless they catch me right in the patch doing something, then I'm just going to say I'm picking berries. I can't help it if I get caught in a marijuana patch picking berries. Stranger things have happened. This is the area I grow in. There's lots of swamps here, so I just fill up bags with my soil mix and then drive them, drop them off at night, come back the next day, walk them through the swamp, and presto, I got myself a garden. And this is the end of the road.
Well, not exactly presto. After ditching the truck, there's a slog through the mud involved.
Oh, it's muddy, all right. You can't wear rubber boots because you go with the bare tootsies. Whoa. Because I take so much time and effort in hiding it, then, I'd challenge anybody to go look for it. Hello, little froggy. Ah. Perfect spot. Oh yes. Running water, seclusion, frogs. It's got it all.
And bugs. And hard work.
I've destroyed my body doing it. I've blown out both my knees, and I got chronic back problems. There's absolutely no footing, and it's very stressful on your body. Whoa. Water. Whoa, shit. Now I'm stuck. But that's one of the hazards. It's not getting stuck to hurt, it's all those branches in there. That hurts. And I'll just throw one in here. So here's your plant, it's about a month old. You just be very gentle with it, set it up, making sure you press down so the roots go right in. Okay, well that should do for now. I'll be back.
Phase 1 is complete. A little sunshine, a little water, and in 1 month they go from this to this.
The weather's been perfect. It's been hot. Nice wildflowers.
It's now early July, and also growing nearby, healthy marijuana plants at a critical stage in the growing process, identifying the males.
After 6 weeks to 2 months, they'll start getting these little sacs on them here.
Well, like this here?
And it just hangs there, and then these will open up and the pollen will come out. So you don't want them fertilizing your females, because then all the energy goes into the seeds and the quality of the marijuana goes down. So you just yank these out and then replant them with clones, which are guaranteed female.
1 or 2 plants can produce over 100 female clones, all capable of producing high THC content pot. THC is the active chemical in marijuana that gives people a high.
What's this, Doug?
Well, Reg, that's a mothball.
Yeah.
Last 3 years I've been having major rabbit problems.
Rabbits apparently also have quite an appetite for Doug's pot.
So you can actually see a rabbit's chewed right here.
But now an even more persistent danger will steadily grow, one that can put him behind bars.
Hold it just a minute. I'm thinking I hear something on the road. I think it's coming up the hill. I could be wrong, there's so much wind in the trees it can be, but I'd rather err on the side of caution.
It's nothing this time.
It wears on you after a while, because it's not fun being here anymore, and then at any moment you're expecting the helicopters, because you could be working merrily away and all of a sudden, you know, you're whoompa whoompa whoompa, and then there's a helicopter, and it just takes seconds, so you're always tuned into that. I spent 8 hours up in a tree once after they got my pot, and you know, the helicopter was, oh, I could throw a stone and hit its thing, and then, you know, the wind was blowing me almost out of the tree, and that happened 4 times, and I just spent 8 hours up there watching them going in and out of my patch and take the pot out.
He's lost many crops to police and to thieves, and he's even been busted once. It means some years he makes nothing, some years he does pretty well.
By the time you average my seasons in over the course of the 20 or so years I've been doing it, it's just a regular job, you know. It's not a high-paying job.
But essentially, you're a criminal.
Yes, I am. Technically speaking, I am a criminal. But on the other side, I'm just a farmer, just growing a crop that's supplying the needs of the people. It's the government that actually makes the cannabis worth per ounce the same as gold. Like, it's from $200 to $300 an ounce. This is what you get for this. And that's the same price of gold, and it's the prohibition that's doing it. The government should have it where, if they're going to legalize it, tax it, they can make their billions off it. This is my original trail in here.
While he waits for that to happen, the plants keep right on growing. When we come back, Doug Mackay prepares his crop for market and introduces you to some of his best customers. Don't go away. It's been a great summer if you're growing pot.
There's a bud there.
Doug Mackay's plants now tower over his head.
It's been probably the best summer we've had in many, many years.
Harvest has come early, and that suits Mackay just fine.
You may be the key in helping police win this war.
The police in Mackay's neck of the woods have embarked on an aggressive program to catch growers. They've doubled the money for information.
The worst time is actually when you're harvesting, because you have to, it matures at different times, so every time you show up, like once every day or 2 days, you harvest them. And there's nothing you can do if the police show up. You're absolutely over a barrel.
Today's harvest, over a pound of marijuana. Street value close to $5,000.
Oh, this one bud, when this was dried, it would be 2 to 3 ounces. But you don't sell them this big.
And an ounce is worth?
Depends how you do it. through the, I don't get as much through the cafe there, but generally on the street it's from $200 to $300.
So that's a $1,000 bud.
It could be, I guess. Yes, I guess it is.
And here, according to Mackay, is where most of it goes.
Anybody home? Good.
This is a compassionate cafe run by another Doug Thompson, who suffers from multiple sclerosis.
There is a big need because of the pain that we endure, the MS, the AIDS, Hep C, HD, what is that?
ADHD.
ADHD. It all helps. And it's been proven time and again through the cafe.
He's glad the government is now growing its own pot for medical use, but says the people that need it still can't get it.
Through the government, somebody has to take control of these applications and help the people fill it out. We deliver a lot. Most of my people can't get out of bed because they're in advanced cases of AIDS and they're Hep C and they're really sick. They can barely survive.
No use fighting about it.
So he says, until the government completely legalizes marijuana, he'll continue to supply it to those who need it. In another secret patch, on another piece of Crown land, the bees are getting a buzz from Mackay's seed farm. With his health failing, Mackay says his growing days are over, but selling the seeds may be just as profitable.
You can get thousands off a plant. Every plant, that's their greatest expression, is going to seed. That's what the whole gig is about. There's a nice one right there. It's already ready to go. And you can pay tremendous amounts of money for seeds, up to $20, $30 a seed from the catalog. So see that one there? That's really dark. That's a fine seed.
He also knows he could very well be arrested and charged for appearing on this program.
I think after this goes on the air, I'm gonna run and hide somewhere. If they want me, they can find me. If I do go to jail, I will be fasting, and I'm quite serious about that. The irony of what I'm doing is I'm trying to put myself out of business, which is try to get it legalized. Get to where I can get a bit of a view. Check both ways. And then pop out onto the road. And away I go. Happier than a pig in shit. Hard day's work and hard day's pay.
That item was not intended to make any statement one way or the other about the legalization of marijuana. It was simply an opportunity to show you a side of the business you'd probably never seen before. Don't go away. We'll be right back.